Sorry to disappoint you, but after several hours of intense deliberation, we have decided that no, Kon is not on this list. As part of the big three shonen anime, Bleach has what everyone wants the most out of this kind of series: powerful characters. We've got Soul Reapers, Arrancar, and Quincy's all duking it out to see who are the most powerful characters in Bleach. So hold on to your Zanpakuto as we go down this list and see who truly is the strongest. The Soul King is the ruler of the Soul Society. He's a sealed god whose life is linked to the human world, Soul Society, and Hueco Mundo. He maintains balance between all of the worlds by regulating souls going in and out of the Soul Society. This keeps all the worlds separate without collapsing into each other. Although the Soul King is dormant and mostly defenseless, he still has immeasurably large amounts of power. He has precognition similar to the Almighty, allowing him to see into the future. His reserves of spiritual energy are beyond what any other character in the series has experienced. Even someone as powerful as Jehovah was immobilized by the Soul King's spiritual pressure. The substitute Soul Reaper is leagues more powerful than anyone would have given him credit for in the beginning. His father's a Soul Reaper and his mother's a Quincy, giving him a unique power potential unlike any other character in Bleach. Because no shonen battle character is complete without a transformation, Ichigo can increase his power exponentially by going through holofication. His use of hollow power came fairly early in the series, where he could don a hollow mask to raise his power and speed. But later on, he was able to tap into hollow power even more with his holofication transformation. This increased his fighting ability so much that he was able to fight toe-to-toe with Jehovah. He became so fast that he was able to stop one of Jehovah's sword strikes before the enemy Quincy could even react. And when Ichigo did take a hit, he was able to survive it with little more than a scratch. Jehovah is the father of all Quincy's and the ultimate big bad of the 1,000-year Blood War arc. He's also the son of the Soul King and the ruler of the hidden Quincy Empire, Vandenreich. His spiritual pressure is so immense that even some of the most powerful fighters in the Bleach universe could be paralyzed simply by his presence. It was with this kind of massive strength that he was able to easily defeat Mimihagi, the right arm of the Soul King. As father of the Quincy's, he's able to manipulate energy just like any of them, but unlike most Quincy's, his weapon of choice is an incredible and destructive sword rather than a bow and arrow. Jehovah's most terrifying power is the Almighty. When he activates it, he gains godlike perception. He becomes a practically omnipotent being. He's able to view countless future possibilities and act in order to change them. He is Bleach's most terrifying villain ever. Ichibei may have been introduced late in Bleach, but he's one of the most powerful and important characters in the series universe. He is the one to name all things in the Soul Society. He's the one responsible for the names Zanpakuto, Shikai, and Bankai. He was also the first Soul Reaper whose Zanpakuto reached an evolved form. He's an incredibly resilient fighter. If his body is destroyed, he can reconstruct it by absorbing energy from anyone who says his name. Then he can put himself back together good as new. His strength is nearly unparalleled. He is able to fight Jehovah head-to-head without using his Bankai. If Jehovah didn't activate the Almighty, Ichibei could have defeated him using his Bankai. Now, his Zanpakuto has very unique abilities. His sword can transform into a giant calligraphy brush. This allows him to manipulate objects by using the calligraphy ink to modify their true names. Captain Yamamoto is the ultimate combination of strength and experience. He's the captain of the 1st Division and has been the commander of the entire Gotei 13 for over 1,000 years. That's right, he's been the highest-ranking Soul Reaper for longer than most Soul Reapers have ever been alive. He's gone so long without being succeeded simply because no one has ever been strong enough to rise above him. He has a genius tactical mind that has been fostered through over a millennium of first-hand experience. No one even comes close to the battle wisdom he has. But his power isn't just all in his mind. He's a fearsome fighter, too. With over a millennium of fighting experience, no one's swordsmanship skills can match him. His Zanpakuto is the oldest and most powerful fire-based sword in existence. His Shikai and Bankai create an incredibly deadly amount of heat and fire. It cuts like a hot knife through butter, even against the Quincy defensive ability Blutvein. What makes Aizen most dangerous is his genius intellect. He was able to orchestrate an elaborate betrayal of the Soul Society that spanned over a century. He's able to analyze the strengths and weaknesses of his opponent better than anyone else. Aizen was able to conduct numerous experiments over his long life, allowing him to create hollows, activate holofication in Soul Reapers, and create a whole army of Arrancar. He's the one responsible for the extremely powerful and elite Espada. Just like with Hitsugaya, he's both brains and brawn. The only Soul Reaper captain who outmatches him in combat is Yamamoto. He's world-class in all Soul Reaper combat abilities. He's able to use even the most powerful Kido at full strength, even while his own spiritual energy is being restrained. His Zanpakuto just adds to his danger level. His Shikai allows for perfect illusions that are able to fool all 5 senses of his opponents. Throughout the whole series, Aizen has remained a force to be reckoned with. Shunsui is the former captain of the 8th Division and took over as the captain of the 1st Division and captain commander of the Gotei 13, replacing Captain Commander Yamamoto. He's one of the most proficient swordsmen in the Soul Society. His Zanpakuto comes in the form of 2 swords, giving him a unique fighting style that allows for switching up his sword stance in ways that surprise his opponents. An impressive feat was that he was able to fight on even ground with Coyote Stark without resorting to using his Shikai. He has an extremely powerful Bankai that puts him and any of his nearby allies at risk. It can cause him and his opponent to share each other's wounds. Lee Baro is a Quincy who is one of Vandenreich's Sternritter. He's not only a member of Jehovah's elite guard, but he's the leader of it. He was the first of the Quincy's to be gifted a power from Jehovah, which makes him believe that he is Jehovah's masterpiece and the man closest to God. Lee wields the terrible weapon, the X-Axis. This gift given to him by Jehovah allows his rifle to pierce anything in his line of sight. It has perfect accuracy and no need for ammunition. The X-Axis is impossible to block. This weapon makes him an extremely dangerous sniper. He's able to rain highly accurate fire on targets an extremely long distance away without being detected. He was even able to snipe down the cities surrounding the Soul King Palace. He also has extremely fast reflexes. He was the very first person to ever dodge Shunsui's Shadow Blade attack on the first try. Gerard is a Quincy who serves as one of Jehovah's elite guard. This Quincy is also the host to the Heart of the Soul King. He's one of the most powerful members of Vandenreich's Sternritter army. Gerard can overcome overwhelming odds with his innate ability, the Miracle. This ability is exactly what it says. Gerard Valkyrie is able to manifest miracles by focusing the thoughts, feelings, and desires of not only himself, but those around him. He's able to increase his power, his size, and heal damage using the Miracle. This is what allowed him to hold up against Byakuya Kuchiki, Shinji Hirako, and Renji Abarai all at once. The Miracle also let him find hidden visored opponents. His primary Quincy spiritual weapon is the Hoffnung, a sword that can reflect damage and is durable enough to withstand strikes from Kenpachi's Shikai, Nozarashi. The Espada are the most powerful members of Aizen's Arrancar army. They're all assigned a number 0 to 9. The lower the number, the higher the rank in the Espada is. Coyote Stark is the first, or Primera, ranking member of the Espada. Coyote is a proficient enough swordsman to fight neck and neck with Shunsui Kyoraku, the, at the time, 8th Division captain and one of the finest swordsmen in the Soul Society. Coyote is also an expert marksman. Unlike other Espada, he's able to fire his Cero out of pistols. This lets him fight with superior precision. Even captains have difficulty avoiding these attacks. His Sonido speed rivals the fastest flash step users. He's so fast that even compared to most other Soul Reapers, it's like teleporting rather than moving quickly. His powers are amplified when he transforms into his Los Lobos form. He also gains new abilities. The most impressive is his ability to summon a pack of wolves that explode when they bite an opponent. Ulquiorra stands as one of the most powerful of Aizen's elite Espada. He's a well-rounded fighter whose hand-to-hand combat skills, intelligence, and energy attacks are all difficult to match. Even though he ranks number 4 in the Espada, he's still one of the most respected and feared of the group. His energy attacks are extremely threatening to his opponents. His Cero Oscurus was strong enough to destroy Ichigo's Hollow Mask. He's also able to create green energy javelins that can be thrown swiftly and far before exploding on impact. He can amplify his power through his resurrection forms. He's the only Espada who can reach a second resurrection form. Not even Aizen knew of this power. In this form, his spiritual pressure becomes so dense that even Uryu could barely recognize it. He also gets a deadly tail that adds to his already impressive range of abilities in hand-to-hand combat, giving him the ability to whip and strangle his opponent. Yoroichi is a former Soul Reaper who served as the captain of the 2nd Division of the Gotei 13 before going rogue and leaving the Soul Society behind. In addition to her Soul Reaper captain duties, she was also the commander-in-chief of the Onmitsukido, the Soul Society's Special Ops stealth force. Holding both of these positions at the same time made her one of the highest positions of authority at the Soul Society. Yoroichi's specialty is speed. All Soul Reapers know how to use Flash Step, but none of them can compare to her. She's so good at it that she earned the nickname Flashmaster. The gap between her and other speed is so great that she's been able to defeat numerous enemies in a single instant. Yoruichi is also unique in how little she relies on her Zanpakuto compared to other Soul Reapers. She almost exclusively uses a combination of Flash Step, Kido spells, and good old hand-to-hand combat. Byakuya Kuchiki is many things. He's the head of the Kuchiki family, one of the Soul Society's 4 great noble families. He's the captain of the Soul Society's 6th division, and he's the older adopted brother of Rukia Kuchiki. He is one of the most powerful and most respected men in the Soul Society. When he was first introduced in Bleach, his power seemed insurmountable to Ichigo and his friends. He's highly skilled and well-rounded in all aspects of Soul Reaper combat. He was trained in Flash Step by the one and only Flash Master Yoruichi, and while he's never surpassed his teacher, he's pretty good at it. His Zanpakuto, Senban Sakura, is as beautiful as it is deadly. Its Shikai separates the sword's blade into 1,000 tiny fragments that can be used both offensively and defensively. His Bankai is even more powerful, summoning 1,000 swords to massacre his opponents. Don't let his size fool you. Hitsugaya doesn't play around. He is the Soul Society's child prodigy. Despite his young age and appearance, he ranks high in the strongest and most respected members of the Gotei 13. In all fields of Soul Reaper combat, including Flash Step, Swordsmanship, Kido, and hand-to-hand combat, he is one of the best. He's the youngest Soul Reaper to ever reach the rank of captain, and currently leads the 10th division. He's a brilliant tactician, so much so that Yamamoto trusts him to lead teams into the human world. His swordsmanship is also very impressive. He relies on his Shikai and Bankai less often because of how proficient he already is with his sword's sealed form. When he does use his Zanpakuto's more advanced forms, watch out. His Shikai and Bankai are extremely powerful water and ice-based attacks. Hitsugaya has also managed to age up his body in order to use his Bankai to its absolute fullest potential. Uryu is a Quincy, part of a race of beings rivaling Soul Reapers. Quincy's have innate powers of sensing and manipulating energy. Their signature move is to create a powerful bow and arrow out of spiritual energy that can eradicate a hollow with a single strike. He's come a long way since the beginning of the series, when he had a chip on his shoulder and thought that he was the last of his kind. One of his most powerful techniques is Antithesis, which he used in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. If he's gravely wounded while his opponent is in good shape, he can use Antithesis to reverse the situation. The tables turn, and his opponent becomes damaged while Uryu is healed. He's also able to use his energy manipulation to become extremely durable in battle. Even if his physical body is damaged so badly that it can't move on its own, he can manipulate it like a marionette to keep the fight going. Kenpachi is the Soul Reaper who enjoys the thrill of a fight more than anyone else. In fact, he's so obsessed with having a good fight that he deliberately handicaps his own power so that his opponents have a better chance at damaging him. He grew up in the worst, most violent district in the Soul Society, where he had to fight ruthlessly in order to survive. Kenpachi doesn't care much for Flash Step or Kido, so he makes up for it with his swordsmanship and spiritual energy. Even among other captains, his spiritual pressure is monstrous. Kenpachi was able to become a captain through a different method than most. He earned his spot by killing his own captain. He became the first person in the Gotei 13 to reach this rank without knowing the name of his Zanpakuto or being able to use his Shikai or Bankai. He eventually did learn all these things, and that multiplied his power exponentially. Kisuke Urahara, like Yoruichi, is a former Soul Society captain who was forced into exile in order to escape the corruption in the organization. Urahara isn't just a competent fighter. One of his greatest assets is his incredible skill in spiritual technology. His inventions have been a great help to the other characters throughout the whole series. One example is his Hokioku, which dissolves the boundary between a Soul Reaper and a Hollow. He's also incredibly knowledgeable about all things Soul Society, which made him the perfect man to train Ichigo in the preparation for storming the Soul Society. Urahara's Zanpakuto gives him powerful energy manipulation powers. When he activates his Bankai special ability, he gains the incredible ability to manipulate matter. The matter of anything his Bankai touches can be restructured. This can be used both offensively and defensively. Rukia Kuchiki is the very first Soul Reaper in the series we meet, and she's one of the strongest. She may be weakened in the beginning due to Ichigo absorbing so much of her power, but she soon regains her strength and then some. She began the series as a lieutenant of the 13th Division, but is now the captain. Rukia is a master of Kido spells. During her time at the academy, she was the top of her class. She's able to release powerful spells back-to-back, and even use multiple high-level Kido simultaneously. Similar to Hitsugaya, Rukia's Zanpakuto gives her access to ice abilities. Her ice powers are so advanced that she can even freeze the spirit weapons used by Quincy's. When she uses her Bankai, White Haze Punishment, she transforms and her ice powers go into overdrive. She's able to reduce the temperature of a large area all the way down to absolute zero. Askin Nakalavar is another Quincy who serves as a Sternritter for Vandenreich. He's also one of Jehovah's own elite guards. His powerful death-dealing technique can shift the odds in battle by manipulating his or his opponent's resilience to certain substances. He can increase his own resilience, increasing immunity to certain substances or reduce his opponents. He can also use his poison ball and poison bath techniques to poison his opponents. He was able to make Grimmjow Jaggerjacks collapse immediately upon coming into contact with the poison ball. Just like other Quincy's, Askin can create his own spirit weapons by combining the spiritual energy in the environment with his own. His Heilig Bogen is a powerful bow and arrow attached to his wrist. It can fire 2 powerful spirit bows simultaneously. He can also enhance all of his existing abilities by going through his Quincy Volstandig transformation. Before Eisen came to rule Hueco Mundo, there was another powerful leader. Baragan Luisenburn ruled as the God King of Hueco Mundo and the original ruler of Las Noches. Once Eisen comes and takes over, Baragan becomes the second-rank Espada. He has powerful time manipulation powers. He's able to create a time dilation field to slow the movements of his target, allowing him to effortlessly counter them. He can also accelerate the aging of anything he touches. His aging powers reduced Sui Feng's left arm to bone and dust. Unlike most Zanpakuto, Baragan's Arrogante is an axe instead of a sword. His aging powers get a big power-up. He doesn't even have to touch an object for it to age. His mere presence can turn nearby items into dust. He can also fire out his Respira, a black and purple smoke that rots and ages anything it touches. And that's the top 20 strongest Bleach characters ranked. So what do you think? 21 should be Kon, right? I'm gonna say 21 is Kon.